Breaker 19. This is Scrapping 365 in the mix, aka Dan the Scrapper. Well, formerly known as Dan the Scrapper, although it still stands with me and still very acceptable because my name is Dan and scrapping is my game. And well, it's been a fairly decent weekend of scrapping, despite all the rain that we had. Lots of rain. You wouldn't have seen it, but if you lived up here in Queensland, you'd know about it. Lots of rain, but well, today's Sunday, and you wouldn't even know it was raining, or had rained, okay? You wouldn't even know. You'd think I'm telling you bullshit. But no, it's been bucketing down for the last few days. A little bit of flooding still remains. But yes, Sunday morning scrap collection. This is what we got. Yeah, a shitload of fans. How many kilos of fans? It was over 300 and I don't even know. The wife wrote it down, 300 and something kilos in fans. Some cable there. Oh, now let's have a look up here. Oh, wow. I don't know how many kilos of copper there, a couple of kilos of copper there. And there was what for 7 air cons. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. Now yesterday we went to the scrapyard in the bucketing rain, and then when I got home I had air cons to collect. Now this may look like it's not changed at all, okay, but it has. Now when was it? Friday, okay. Friday we were pulling apart air cons, and we had all this part here clear. It was all clear until we got to the last 4, which we never got to. But now it looked like I haven't done a single thing. It looked like I'm telling you lies. But yes, I collected them in the rain because the fella said, "Oh, can you come on the weekend? If you can't come, just let me know and I'll have someone else come and get them." I thought, hell no, mate. No. I'll be collecting them. Rain, hail or shine, don't you worry. Because that man is the same man who I get the free copper off. Which is that there. Okay, that there's more free copper that I get from that fella. Now, not only yesterday did I do that after the scrap sell-off, yesterday's yard run, I also had another aircon installer come around, and actually Friday had a fella come around as well. He does house renovations, so he dropped off some copper. The other fella dropped off all this. It was like basically 80 kilos of number 1 copper there. Plus what old mate dropped off on Friday as well. So yeah, it's filling up. Okay, there was a bit of brass there as well that he dropped off. Fuck all. And that was also part of Friday's drop off as well. So yeah, well, what else was there? Which I didn't even mention. I'm sure you don't. Not too worried about it, but yes, this drummer cable. That was also a rain drop off. So yes, surprisingly, despite the weather, there hasn't been any slowing down. It's been pretty damn good. It's just the finding the time to get it all done. And as you saw yesterday, 35 kilos of copper from transformers, in which I've still got to get a hammer, and depending on where you're from or your yard, some yards will pay this as number 2 copper as it sits, although not mine. They'll buy it as domestic as it sits, and therefore I've got to get the hammer and give this a bit of a bash, remove all this paper and tidy it up a little bit, and then I'll get number 2 for it. Well, as we walk on through the maze, that there, you'll see that in another video. Transformers, that's like 10 kilos there in this big ball, 10 kilos of copper here, and that's in another video which I'm still kind of just putting together. So not bad, not bad. And the copper savings, the holiday stuff is looking pretty healthy. Okay, so we've got this one here. As we know, we're only 18 kilos short of another 120, and that one's ready to go to start filling. And like those transformers, I can make up the 18 kilos from those transformers and chuck that in there, and then that's 2 120s, and then we can start filling that one. And I've got stuff in a bucket over there that's 5 kilos plus transformers. Oh shoot, I was meant to move that as well, but as we have seen before, the toroidals, gee, there's probably what, 6, so that's 12. There's probably about 15 kilos in number 2 copper between those toroidals there, based on its weight and what its return is. And if we go around here, I've got a motor collection and a drum that is also ready. That is also ready to start stripping copper out of. There, these. This is my drum of motors that I put aside to strip the copper out of, because to me these are all worth doing. So there's a few kilos here, and based on the last results from when I did what did we do? I'm just trying to remember. The last time I did these sort of motors here, I think it was for every 10 of these sort of motors, I got 7 kilos of copper in return. That's roughly how it worked out. So there's a few here. So there's going to be somewhere around about, gee, what, 7 or 14. Oh, somewhere under 20 kilos of copper. Or thereabouts. Possibly more, I don't know. By the time I remove all this copper out of these motors. And I know they're all copper, because they always are. Ah, well. I've got someone coming around. Oh, jeez. I've got someone coming around after too. He's got a bunch of batteries. He's got a bunch of batteries for me. So, yeah. Got to get that done. Oh, yeah, these things here. These things here. I was on a Facebook channel, and I saw a pretty awesome way of how the fella got these apart. I thought it was pretty cool, and I thought, hey, what the heck, I might adapt that method myself. Now it wasn't, oh gee, did I show the Simple Man method? Oh, that's mentioned in a video actually. The Simple Man method is actually mentioned in the video. It's not shown. I don't demonstrate the Simple Man method of what he did to get the copper out of transformers, but I just did make a bit of a description of how he went about the process. But this here, with these, this is some other fella. As I said, he just had a short video on one of the Scrap and Facebook pages, and how he got this out was pretty awesome, and I may have to share that with you as well. As I said, I thought it was pretty cool on how he got it out. And basically, it involved an axe. Okay? Worked pretty well. That's why I've got these now in a bucket. And I'm going to axe these bastards. Axe them. Oh, right. So, that's my show and tell done. And I've got to take the foam off that and add it to my new drum of free number 1. So my plan today was, because the backyard's full of air cons, there's probably about 40, 50 air cons in the backyard. My plan was to start stripping steel and get them prepared for the week to finish off. But I need this trailer because I've got to do another sell-off again tomorrow or Tuesday. So I've got to, I've got all these fan blades to take off right now. So I can put these fans in the drum and have them ready. Oh boy, so nothing goes to plan today, that's for sure. But anyway, that's enough talking from me. Enough garbage coming from my mouth, I guess. Well, it's time for me to go. Grab the drill, get these blades off, check them if they're aluminium or not. Because if they're alloy, you've got to keep them, and you can get high return aluminium on them if they've still got the bit of steel. I don't bother taking the steel off. High return is good enough for me. But anyway, I'm going to peace out as usually. And thanks for watching if you did. Like and subscribe if you can. And after that, well, have an unreal weekend. Well, what's left of it anyway. So, ciao for now, everyone. And we'll see you in another video. See you later.